You even laughed.
I didn't laugh?
I'm going to have words with everybody here in the talent after this broadcast. Let's go to Liquid.
Okay.
Game 2 against Nigma. They couldn't beat him slow, so now they're going to be...
know where this hero's going to be.
That Mystic Snake hurt, and Koifa, he's going to have to back away from this one. He still has his healing self to work with, but still, damn. He's got to be careful. Oh, God, he had to pop the Fairy Fire other way. Oh, shit, he may actually die here. He is. Miracle. First blood. How do you lose? Medusa versus Death. I mean, you could lose in CS, but how do you die?
I never want to see an Alchemist or a Medusa get a first blood. I feel like that shouldn't happen under any circumstance.
Oh, no.
That is really rough, man. When he's doing...
It's quite fucking...
Man, one more hit. Like, he's having such a rough time here. I think he's going to lose his tower to this Medusa.
I think so, too. I think Insania may be able to kill RMN here, as he's going to go for that second round. RMN has to let the heal come into play to be able to stay alive, but it's not good enough. Insania does manage to find that kill and even things up a bit.
Name one thing that's scarier than a level 3 Oracle.
Well, like a level 30 PA with Dull Divine Rapier.
What about wolves?
Wolves are pretty scary. I would say tigers are more scary.
Oh, bullshit. Okay.
My goodness, that's the first time I've heard a really passionate, angry response from Jenkins. Apparently he's not a fan of tigers, and you know who's also not a fan of tigers? Weehaw.
That is what you sound like.
Yeah.
He's also not a fan of that defensive tri-lane that just killed him.
Yes.
Not a fan of rotations. Koifa being run down again. Fortunately, he does have another healing salve to work with, and Miracle is also getting low whenever he's chasing this Death Prophet, so who knows, maybe things will swing back around, and we're going to see them trying to do so here. GH does get stunned up. Insania going for the double nuke. They do manage to bring him down back over to Miracle. He gets a little bit low, but he's still fine. Koifa is beginning to assert some control of this lane, and he certainly needs it, as he is currently behind in the CS department.
That is what you sound like.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love this bot lane Nature's Prophet because you can just have the support leave. They can just go wherever they want. Like, you see them just chilling around mid, maybe stacking, back in base, doing whatever. And then Nature just gets all these levels, and then boom! At one of these moments, we're going to see that ult come out. Somebody's going to have some clenching going on, that's for sure.
Bunch of minus armor, Taiga. Mystic Snake, that's not going to be enough, but if they get second, maybe third hit, and Armin stretch it out! And he gets the kill on Taiga.
That Venjora, man. Nice attack range there. Look at this. 3 Wraith Bands.
Wraith Band.
This is the trend that we're seeing for...
Oh no, Koifa! He's been caught by the rotation of mind control here. The Spirit Siphon trying to help out, trying to get away from these damn treants, but the damage is too much. Heavy rotations into the mid lane, and Nigma, sure enough, you said, I think this Death Prophet's gonna lose his tower to the Medusa. Well, Nigma are going to lend a helping hand in aiding in that.
Yeah, 5 minutes in. You have the Siege Creep spawn. This is a pretty common rotation that you see, but not often that you see it's a Medusa that's the one that's kind of at the forefront of it, but he's so huge with the level 6. They actually can't fight into him with any heroes. They need to bring everyone to deal with him.
And regeneration to work with. Look at a free Mystic Snake on the neutral camp as well. Mickey looking to be able to kill Weehawk. Gets a little close there. But unfortunately, the physical damage shield protected Weehaw from the Resonant Pulse.
Look at Wee's build this game. He is going...
Pops his Mako, but does not pursue, so nobody actually dying up here in the top lane. But yeah, GH stacks. He takes advantage of stacks by being able to get all this extra damage, and he zones the Leshrac out. The Leshrac being one of the best heroes to take stacks away, making sure that in turn the Medusa is the one to collect all those stacks.
Yeah, it's a very nice draft, actually. Body blocks from the trees.
Treant's doing so much work. Mickey does finally close that distance, but doesn't get the toss back here. And Insania blocked out. They're going to fill that hole. Weehaw staying on top of Insania here. Who's going to turn? They do have RMN coming in as well, and it looks like Insania is probably going to get popped with this magic missile. A little bit more damage. The Fire Spirit slowing down these attacks. Weehaw still looking to finish him off. They does have the magic immunity and heal to stay alive. Taiga's going to have to be Icarus diving away here. The combination used on to Weehaw still staying alive. The Fortune's add a little bit more. The Purifying Flames and a hit from Mickey gets Weehaw killed again.
So I know Weehaw's dead. Oh, okay. Can he? I don't know if the level 6 Leshrac is too much of a threat.
Mickey's on hunt. He's gonna come in and toss up in the air. Boxy eventually will follow it up with lightning to slow him down. And Mind Control's dead as well. Liquid just moving a bunch of members around the map. That's 4 heroes top at some point.
So really great response from Liquid there. I was going to say, I really love how Nigma are positioning their heroes, where of course they have Miracle farming.
It's going to be Mind Control. They don't bother with Weehaw. He has Astral Steps. He's slippery. Mind Control, meanwhile, is the guaranteed kill. And he's got more farm anyway.
And look at Jage this whole time, man. He's just bot. He's not even considering coming to these fights. He wants to get his drums first.
Yeah, he's busy. The lad is busy. RMN trying to get off the swap there. The Avalanche stopped the animation now. Weehaw's going to be able to come in, grabs the Tiny instead of his intended target of Insania. Insania still having that protection of the False Promise means that Mickey is feeling a little randy. Thought about going in, causing some havoc, but okay, now he's going to go with the Taste Rune. Dissimulate, missed out on that.
And then when the classic 5v5 happens mid, you just have a Nature's Prophet TP to the side lane, start pushing it out all the
This time around, Nigma have this big late game Medusa, but at 13 minutes, they're up 5,000 net worth.
Yeah, we're seeing Nigma do something that's very similar.
RMN, they both have the read. They know where the game's going to be coming from, but they may not have expected this much of a rotation. Juno right out middle of the tier 1 tower, but the heroes are getting on top of the egg. The egg is certainly going to die here with a beautiful stomp. Out there, controls on everybody on the side of Liquid and allows them to be able to run them down each one by one. Boxy will be the last one to die here with a False Promise. He's just putting out damage, but in the end, it was RMN for 5 on the side of Liquid. It honestly could not have gotten prettier.
That Echo Stomp during the egg, like that let them kill the egg, number 1. And then number 2, that sets up for this beautiful like 4-man Astral Step into the AoE nuke. Like it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's way too much to connect on 5 heroes. I think it was 4 heroes. I think somebody died very early. Still though, what a team fight. You can't. It feels wrong to go on Avenge like that. You know, it's like she's going to swap somebody out anyway. Like this is. I mean, I suppose that's why you go on her, because she's the safe hero. So I feel like you kind of have to, but you almost want to get somebody else and toss them into the Venge, or jump the back lines, disable the Venge, and then kill somebody else.
Weehaw was certainly having a bit of a chuckle after that team fight. If you saw his webcam, he was having a good time. And I'm sure Nigma as a whole are having a good time, because the score may be 8-8 at 15 minutes, but Nigma, there's no doubt about it that they are certainly winning this game. Having a huge lead, 9,000 net worth. Koifa trying to run down some heroes right now. I think Liquid, they just need to be able to force some fights and actually win some fights, but Taiga's already dead. And now the combo going out. Mind Control, he's been picked off. Mickey was able to burst him down, but now they have to all block through. The Wrath of Nature comes through and obliterates Insania. The rest of Liquid on the run right now is Nigma just forming up as a ball.
Just take over the triangle.
Take over the triangle, maybe take some objectives. Mickey's gonna pop out. Can they kill me? Oh, no. Mickey decided against that play. Astral Step, Ether Remnant doesn't actually grab him here. Toss back, or toss just straight up, rather. Mickey's more focused on just getting out of that dangerous predicament that he was just in, rather than trying to be offensive. Smoke up after they take the tier 1 tower. The rest of the team sweeping back into that triangle where they have this nice aggressive ward. So they've already spotted Koifa, and they've chosen him as the next victim. A long-range combination, Magic Missile, Aether Remnant into the ultimate of GH. Mickey goes to the toss back into the stun from Boxy. Okay, that's a decent amount of damage, but RMN, he just walked him into the high ground here. Now Liquid have focused all their damage on a hero that can kill. He gets off the Stone Gaze. Boxy turns around with a False Promise once again, putting out what damage he can before he dies. And it looks like they might be able to get the support. The Supernova Sun goes down. Weehaw takes a decent amount of damage, but you can see the power of the pipe. They just don't take enough damage to die. Weehaw is still up through all of this. The Fire Spirits hit him one more time, but he will stay up.
Amazing swap from Armand, just positioning on that high ground. Expecting, okay, I don't know if he was there because he was warding the high ground or like whatever he
Maybe he was looking for an offensive swap or something.
But it happened to be the perfect place to put the perfect hero. Maybe minus a Terrorblade or like a Drow, you could argue, is better than a Medusa, but you pull her up to that high ground. She's happy. Yeah, Mind Control is just a core in this game, man.
Yep.
It's cool that Nigma can pull this off, though. I'd love to see teams pull this off. Liquid, of course, another team we've seen do this kind of role swapping, job swapping thing.
You're just talking about the fluidity between roles, where it's like we trust everybody to have the best game, basically.
Right. It's like Miracle. You can throw him on an Ember Spirit; it'll be fine. He'll play a playmaker. He'll play a completely hard carry like this. You can have Weehaw playing that jump hero. You can have him playing a late game hero. You can have him playing the offlaner, which is essentially what he is in this game.
And that was a slight criticism of Nigma in the past, was it felt like they were a bit more one-dimensional in that regard, and that Weehaw was always playing the space creators, and Miracle was always playing the hard carries, and Mind Control was always playing some sort of initiator.
Which is, you know, relatively similar to this draft, but we're seeing at least a bit of fluidity.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see. It's not something completely crazy. Like, I think the Liquid fluidity that they have between their 3 and their 4 is, I mean, once again, it's just one of these things you don't see ever.
You know, we're saying that word a lot, and I really hope it is a word now.
I really do hope so.
Orchid stops Mickey from getting a combo into the Nature's Prophet. I think he thought to himself he had to get some physical damage in first. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to burst him down the stop. But Vince the first dive out. Tiger's been caught. Insania once again. This Wrath of Nature proves to be his bane. They may be able to take down Weehaw. Okay, that's a pipe carrier as well. But unfortunately, they've lost Koifa. There goes that exorcism, and Miracle's gone. At least that's what the game believes, because he is godlike right now. Avalanche to be able to stop the stomp. Mickey, though, cannot get far enough away as he's been hit by the Scotty. And eventually, Mind Control will catch him. This is a very, very rough game. It felt like game one, there were possibilities of Liquid being able to pull out the W, but here, it's been a merciless affair as Nigma. Well, the only mercy they had is that, well, Mickey slipped through their fingers. Boxy is going to be run down by R-Man, so that's something.
Unfortunately, you do kill the guy that just respawns immediately after you kill him as an illusion.
Yeah.
And he is the coach, so this is great. He can just sit there, not press any spells, and tell his team what to do. Very convenient. You know, I gotta say, I get why Nigma gave GH all of the farm and space on the map. Well, maybe it wasn't that much space. I mean, he was taking the aggressive farm. I don't think he dies. He's too tanky.
He is far too tanky.
We didn't even pop pipe. He still got the pipe.
They are going to be able to get the Fortune's End on him. Boxy with the haste rune. Toss him onto Weehaw, see if they can get the Yule Scepter up on him into the stun, but the Aether Remnant pull into the stop again, and now they're all going to get snapped back with the Orchid into the back line, so the Oracle can't even get the false promise off. Nigma have all the answers, man. They've got all the answers, no matter what the move is from Liquid. Nigma is there with the counterpunch.
All right, that leads me back into what I was saying about GH. I totally understand why they gave him all of the space.
Yeah.
Because with that max Echo Stomp and with the drums, the ability to position the spirit, like he is setting up the nicest stomps in these fights. And I keep hearing Fog backstage say like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to play Elder Titan. He's a big Elder Titan player. You know, like, so he's always so critical. Say if somebody picks Pudge, I'm gonna be super critical backstage about it. And I think I get it now. Like, this looks like a totally different Elder Titan performance compared to what we see from a lot of ETs. Like, he's running in and manning up, ravaging people, man. Like, he's putting on choke points, he's hitting 5-man stomps, he's hitting the right heroes in the back line.
Just destroying. Nice toss back. He tried to go for the Manta dodge there. Instead, the real hero is put into the tier 4s with a supernova out. Box commits to be able to kill him. The Yule Scepter looks to be able to stop things, but the egg still dies. As Weehaw was the one to be able to bring it down instead. Now Miracle turns and fights with the remnants of his last bit of mana here. Gets a decent amount back. Koifa healing up with the Essence Ring once again. Mickey trying to go in, see if he can get some more damage in. There is going to be the false promise on the Koifa here. Miracle is going to be caught out of mana at this point, almost finished off, but Weehaw, he zips on it with the Wrath of Nature on out. Miracle surviving through it all, even that last toss back was not enough. Just call it Liquid. It's over. They did everything they could, threw everything they had to kill Miracle once, and it still was not enough. A very clean and dominant victory from Nigma, ending 22 minutes with a 25,000.